Hello. Come on! Hello guys, welcome back to CSC Fan TV. Ben here. I'm finally back. I do apologise that I haven't been around for a while. I've just been a little bit ill recently and I injured my leg recently on my birthday, unfortunately. So I've just been just watching the games and then having to go home because of how I've been feeling. I'm joined with Dom. How are you doing today?
Very well. Particularly after that result, I thought actually it was nervy in the first half, but we got there in the end.
Before we actually get into the game,
Yeah.
all I say is Gary Cahill's last Premier League game as Chelsea player. Obviously got to come on and play,
Yeah.
whether it was 5 minutes, but I just think good send off for Cahill, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think actually it was deserved. And Maurizio Sarri's not been particularly willing to give Cahill a chance this season, but actually I thought realistically it was good of Sarri to give him a go and actually to allow him to get the applause that he really deserves. He's been at Chelsea for what, 8 years, 7 years?
Signed in
2000.
Wait through 20. AVB.
Yeah, that's
11,
it. 11-12. So
Signed
he's been
2012,
there for a long time. As we know, he's won it all.
Yes.
And so actually I think it was really good of Sarri to give him one last standing ovation in front of the Stamford Bridge faithful, and we all loved it.
Oh, I mean, as soon as he come on, I think that was the loudest I've seen the stadium for a long, long time,
Yeah.
and it was really, really good in my opinion. So obviously, Cahill, whatever you do next, we do wish you good luck on your ventures. Thank you for everything you have done for the club. I mean, that absolute banger against Tottenham at White Hart Lane.
Yeah.
You know, the defending you've done. You know, at that Champions League run in your debut season. Just to lift the trophy,
Yeah.
you know.
Just fantastic.
And obviously the Europa League, everything, just everything. You've been an exceptional defender. Obviously, you did have a great coach playing next to you in John Terry. I did think you learned. I think everything you've done, I cannot be thankful enough. But obviously,
Game today.
game today. Yeah, we'll get back into it. Obviously, a little bit of a tribute for Cahill. 3-0.
Yeah.
And also United drawing 1-1 with Huddersfield. Sorry. So
Yeah,
I think
okay. Game today. It was, we had to win.
Yeah, we must.
I said this last week with Sophie. If we do get top four, which is now looking really likely,
Obviously, with United,
particularly with United,
they now can't catch us.
and if we get third, how Spursy can it get in
Very Spursy.
in a season to be challenging for the title and then to be actually finishing potentially in fourth place?
Potentially fifth.
Potentially fifth. I think they'll finish in fourth. Hopefully Chelsea can go to Leicester next week. I think today was crucial. In the first half, there were some nervy moments. I think in the first 15-20 minutes, Watford really came at us in a way that we haven't been pressed really for quite a while. Even United didn't have that much of a ground on us. But Chelsea slowly worked their way into the game, and I know we're going to talk about it in a little while, but I actually think the 10th minute substitution between N'Golo Kante coming off and Ruben Loftus-Cheek coming on, I think actually it was a blessing in disguise, because Watford really at times played superb football.
Yeah.
So I think it just needed Loftus-Cheek with his big frame to come in, get the ball and actually to run at them.
Yeah, because Loftus-Cheek, he was actually pushing players off the ball. He was getting stuck in, and you know, it really did unnerve some of the players. You know, when he's running out the ball, we're like, Jesus Christ, how can I deal with him? So yeah, I do agree with you. I mean, obviously, sadly, it was for injury, so I do hope Kante's fit for the final.
Yeah,
should we get through?
There was a lap of appreciation at the end of the game, and they all came out, and thankfully Kante was still in his kit and he was walking freely, didn't need any crutches, didn't look like he had any bandages, so I think it was just precaution for some really important games in the next few weeks.
Obviously, we've got potentially 3 games left this season. We've got Frankfurt on Thursday, home leg. With the away goal, obviously we're in the prime position because personally I don't think German teams can play out Germany. I don't think they're very... I mean, you looked at what they did at Benfica, and they had to turn it around in home leg. So I think we're in the prime position to the final, whether it's Valencia or Arsenal.
I don't think we take anything for granted.
Oh, of course not.
Anything can really happen.
Yeah, you know, it's very risky. But back to the game. First half, as you mentioned, you know, Watford were all over us. Personally, I was very, very nervous. We weren't picking our chances. Higuain wasn't performing in the first half. Obviously, it looked until Loftus-Cheek to come on for the game to get alive. But what do you think was said in the half-time review? Oh, here we go. Hello. Come on! Come on, Brighton.
Come on, Arsenal!
What do you think was said in that second half? Because we come out and that was a different Chelsea. Like, that wasn't a Chelsea we saw in the first half. That was a Chelsea who wanted to play football.
Well, I don't think in the first half we were completely useless. I just don't think we were taking our opportunities. And I think Sarri just said, simplify it down. We were trying too many little short balls, trying to get in behind, and actually, get the ball in. We've got target men in. We scored 2 goals from crosses, and then I think actually it shows what you can do when you actually shoot and you actually take your opportunities. I think it was real team performance, and actually it showed what Chelsea can do if they really knuckle down and actually they take their chances, because we've got some superb players. We're just not taking all the shots we really need to be.
Yeah, I agree. And obviously, then now we'll actually get into the second half fully. Goal from Loftus-Cheek, obviously it's open, and who we said was the man who changed the game. A nice corner goal from Luis. Obviously, I say it all season. We have struggled with corners. We have really, really struggled to be the first man.
So I think that is it. It's first man.
To see our goal go actually from a corner, it just shows that we're actually now practicing corners. It's an issue that's been labelled. And then obviously third goal, Higuain with a little dink over Foster. He was number 4. It just kind of ruined what I had to say, because obviously Higuain is, in previous games, he's looked a little bit brain dead to me. He's looked like he's not with it there. He's like letting balls go, not sprinting, making his way in.
I think he's very good. He's a very good striker of the ball. He's got a really good shot on him, but I just feel his all-round play isn't particularly amazing. However, that's actually sometimes what you need. Somebody just who's going to put the ball in the back of the net. And today, he's very good at putting hard finishes away, but actually it was a sublime little dink with a little bit of flair on it, so that's all you can ask for.
And now obviously we now enter a new issue, who is our striker, because obviously Giroud come on and he had 2 golden chances. I was saying it should have been 5-0, it should have been 5-6-0, because the chances we were setting up, and just to miss from there, it looked like one looked like a defensive clearance when you're attacking a goal, and then the other one, and it was harder to put it over than it was to put it in the net. And somehow he still did it. So
I think that will come, and actually I do feel sorry for Olivier Giroud, because for all of his amazing work in the Europa League, I don't want to say he's not been given the opportunity, because he did have a few chances, particularly when in the first half of the season when Morata was pretty rubbish for us.
Well, of course.
But I do think actually he's earned his stripes for Chelsea, and I'd like to see him starting a bit more, particularly if we're able to keep hold of him next season, which I think is crucial.
As a backup striker, Giroud could do the job. Obviously, I think if we don't get this loan appeal, and we have to transfer embargo, £10 million the man. So we'll leave it there, obviously. We'll see you guys at Frankfurt on Thursday. Obviously, this is over from me and Dom. In the meantime, guys, do stay safe, and we will see you soon. Take care.